I was just listening to this guy, Jeremy Miner. He does a lot of like sales coaching and sales training. And he said something that I don't really agree with. Whenever someone asks you for a price, right? Like let's say you're entering into a sales conversation and someone says, look, just what's the price? His response, what he said to do was instead of just telling them the price, tell them, well, in order to get you the price, I need a little bit more information. That's kind of like taking your car to the mechanic, and before they evaluate it, you ask them, what's the price? Well, they don't really know, right? So, in order to know, you have to do a diagnostic and you have to, and you know what? I've realized that customers don't like that either. Like, yes, of course, you're going to need more information, but their mind is really focused on just at least getting that question answered. So what I've found to be a bit more uh, settling, and it keeps the conversation going, is if someone asks you for the price, instead of like guarding it, what I do now is I would say, well, organizations like yours or entrepreneurs like you or people in your position normally allocate between A and B in order to solve these challenges or get these results or achieve these objectives. Now, again, before we even entered into this conversation, I knew, or I have an idea, you have an inkling of what they're trying to achieve, right? So you just have to have that ready, always ready, because when they associate those results with a range, now the next question is, okay, well, that range is pretty big. And I always give a big range. I give a big range because the next aim here is, well, with more insight and information into what you're looking to achieve and what you're experiencing and where your point A is, that will enable me to get closer to an investment range or a number that you would be essentially aiming to for this project. You see how that works? So an example could be, hey Mike, how much does it cost to build a website? How much is a website? I just need to know the price. Okay, well, normally companies like yours who like you're looking to increase leads and you're looking to generate more revenue. You're also looking to share a lot more information and get more consults and appointments. Companies, entrepreneurs like you normally allocate between about $750 to about $8,000 to make this happen, right? So again, 750 to 8,000. That is a wide range. Now the next question is, I will, that's pretty wide. How do I know whether or not I'm at 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 8,000? How do I know? Well, that's what this conversation is for. So again, but at least here's one thing that I at least achieve with that range. If 750 is a problem for them, then we get to rule out whether or not this is anywhere close to what they were envisioning to solve that problem. If 750 is far too low and 8,000 is a little bit closer to what they were aiming to allocate towards this project, now all of a sudden what I'm aiming for in that conversation is to see what side of that range they're anticipating, not based off of the price, but based off of what the return on their investment will be. You see where I'm going with this? Like there's so much to this. But again, the aim here, as you're having discussions with prospects, the aim is to get as close to how they're perceiving this exchange as possible. And that is what's going to lead to a deal.